What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with the Week 14 minor league recap. Let's go. Welcome back to another minor league recap. We're going to jump into it pretty quick this week as, honestly, offensive performances were pretty weak from our top prospects. So with that said, we might see a couple guys that we might not normally see on this type of video, but I tried my best. I went through literally every single top 100 prospect this week, like before this video started recording. So I wanted to cover my bases, make sure I didn't miss anybody. So I did not miss anyone, at least in the top 100. So before we jump into the video, as always, if you guys like this video, please get a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If I forgot anyone between the dates of July 3rd and July 9th, please drop their name and stat line down below for those dates. All right, let's do it. We're skipping rookie ball this week. We're going straight to low A. Let's go. All right, the first player we're talking about at low A is Max Muncy, first rounder for the Athletics this year, not the one that plays for the Dodgers. He's made the recap a few times this year, but this week over 6 games, 304 batting average, 385 on base percentage, but a 906 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 7 hits in 6 games, walked 3 times on top of that. Not a bad week. Next up, Marcel Mayers. He had a short week, only played 3 games, but he had a 300 batting average and a 563 on base percentage, equaling out to a 963 OPS. He had 1 double, 3 hits in 3 games, 2 RBIs. He walked 6 times, 1 being intentional, and stole 2 bases. Next up, the Martian. Jasson Dominguez had a pretty awesome week over 5 games this week, 353 batting average, 421 on base percentage, 1.009 OPS. He had 1 home run, a double, 6 hits in 5 games, walked twice, stole 2 bases. These are the weeks we need to see out of Jasson Dominguez. He's got that crazy talent inside that body of his. And, you know, he's just only been able to find it a few weeks at a time, it seems. But he's starting to heat back up. He's having a decent year at low A. All right, first video of the week. Benny Montgomery, first game back from injury, goes to right center. Absolute laser beam. Benny Montgomery over 3 games, another short week. He slashed a 385 batting average, 429 on base percentage, 692 slugging, equaling out to 1121 OPS. He had a home run, a double, 5 hits in 3 games. He walked once. Benny Montgomery, again, short week. He's back from injury. This is someone that a lot of scouts and analysts love. Big kid. I'm very excited to see what Benny Montgomery does the rest of this season. And our MVP at low A is Jackson Cheerio. He has been absolutely just on fire this entire season, and this week was crazy. The power he produces in that body, and I didn't even know he was 6'1". I thought he was way smaller than that. So absolutely love that. He still looks so small out there because he just turned 18. But this week over 6 games, 364 batting average, 440 on base percentage, 818 slugging. He had a 1258 OPS. He had 3 home runs, a double, 8 hits in 6 games, walked 3 times on top of that, stole 3 bases. Jackson Cheerio is legit. He's been legit all year. Absolutely love him as a prospect. Let's go. Leading off high A, Jose Salas. He went 5 for 5 yesterday and hit this absolute tank to right center. High A was crazy this week. Jose Salas this week over 6 games, 407 batting average, 448 on base percentage, 1041 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 11 hits in 6 games, walked twice, stole 4 bases on top of that. Absolutely love that. Jose Salas, again, another really young prospect, just turned 19. Next up, Everson Pereira has officially figured it out this season. He's just been on a tear the past probably month and a half now. His batting average for the season's up to about 275. Just laces this ball to center field. This week over 6 games, Everson Pereira hit 346 with a 414 on base percentage, 1106 OPS. He had a home run, 2 triples, 2 doubles, 9 hits in 6 games, walked twice, stole a base, got beaned once on top of that. Absolutely love Everson Pereira. He has the talent. He's just finally starting to put together at high A. He was awesome last year. He's been awesome his whole minor league career so far. So I'm excited to see how he finishes out the minor league season. Another short week with Robert Hassell, but it did not stop him from mashing this opposite field home run. Robert Hassell over 3 games this week, 364 batting average, but a 563 on base percentage, 1381 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 4 hits in those 3 games, but he walked 5 times in those 3 games. Love that. Robert Hassell, again, he's looked good all year. Absolutely love him as a prospect. Awesome week. I'm just going to keep putting Vaughn Grissom on my videos every single week until he starts getting the respect he deserves. This dude is so special. Vaughn Grissom, again, I'll say it every time, 11th rounder back in 2019, has been so good throughout his minor league career, and he is probably the best player at high A right now as far as this hot streak he's on. That home run added to his 31 game on base streak. And over 6 games this week, 429 batting average, 556 on base percentage, 714 slugging, 1270 OPS. He had a home run, 3 doubles, 9 hits in 6 games, walked 4 times on top of that, got beaned twice, stole a base. I love Vaughn Grissom. He is so good. I hope they move him up to Double-A because I'm just going to show you guys. This is what he's done in his minor league career. Hitting 310 with a 400 on base percentage and 861 OPS over his entire career. And his last 2 years were just unreal. 320 last year with a 418 on base percentage, 312 this year with a 403 on base percentage. Like, sign me up for Vaughn Grissom. This is a week I've been waiting for. Aaron Zavala absolutely annihilated a baseball, and he did it twice this game. Honestly, I don't know if that ball ever landed, but over 5 games this week, Aaron Zavala, 353 batting average, 476 on base percentage, 1359 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 6 hits in 5 games, walked 3 times on top of that, got beaned once. Aaron Zavala, I've said it many times again. I just bought a big card of his. I think he is that guy. I think he's a first-round talent. I'm going to talk just a little bit about him here. Look what he did at Oregon his senior year. I won't really go through it too much, but those are the stats. But so far this year, he started slow. He's hitting about 220 for like the first, I want to say month. And then, 273 with a 429 on base percentage, 851 OPS, and now he's starting to show his power. I've been waiting to see when he's going to show his power, and this week he hit 3 home runs, and as you can see, the power is there. His legs are massive. Love Aaron Zavala. Next up, Marte. He won MVP last week, and he is still on a tear this week. Absolutely ridiculous week again. Marte this week over 6 games had a 478 batting average with a 586 on base percentage, a 1543 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 11 hits in 6 games. He had 5 walks, got beaned once, and he stole 3 bases on top of that. The talent is there. He just has to put it together. He's starting to have a pretty good season just based off these 2 weeks being gigantic. He's starting to have some decent season stats. So Marte, he's reminding everyone he's still here. And our MVP at high A is Eli De La Cruz. This guy has been on a different planet this season. Honestly, completely shocked me this year. He has been extremely good. Eli De La Cruz this week over 5 games, 438 batting average with a 500 on base percentage, 1375 slugging, and an 1875 OPS. He had 5 home runs. Those are all of his extra base hits. He had 7 hits in 5 games, walked twice on top of that, 1 being intentional, and stole a base. The talent's there. The talent is absolutely ridiculous. He's a big, tall, lanky kid, and he has completely proven me wrong. I thought he had a lot of on-base issues, but he has proven me wrong. Like last year, he had 296 batting average with 336 on-base percentage, which is not great. But this year, he's hitting 303 with a 360 on-base percentage. He's walking more. 23 walks this year compared to what he was last year. Absolutely love it. Leading us off at Double-A, Andypah Hayes. I would love to see him go opposite field more often, but the way he pulls the ball is just special. Andypah Hayes over 6 games this week, 333 batting average, a 370 on base percentage, and 995 OPS. He had 2 home runs, a double, 8 hits in 6 games, walked twice. There's not much else I haven't already said about Andypah Hayes on this channel. Absolutely love him as a prospect. I think he's one of the best power bats in the minor leagues. Just the ball explodes off his bat. And he's just in the middle of his 21-year-old season. Definitely expecting him to make his debut next season in the MLB at 22 years old. Next up, continuing his hot streak, Brayan Rocchio. Won MVP last week and just destroyed this baseball. As a righty, too. We saw some home runs in the left-handed batter's box last week. Rocchio this week over 6 games, 391 batting average, 462 on base percentage, 1027 OPS. He had a home run, a double, 9 hits in 6 games, walked twice, got beaned once, stole 2 bases. This is the talent of Brayan Rocchio. Absolutely love him as a prospect. To me, he is like Lindor. I don't want to say 2.0 because I'm not sure it would be better than Lindor, but like his play style is very similar, and man, power from both sides of the plate is impressive. Canario over 5 games had a 350 batting average, a 409 on base percentage, 1059 OPS. He had a home run, 3 doubles, 7 hits in 5 games. Again, this is the type of talent that Canario has. It's just how often he can put it together. He's been pretty inconsistent his whole minor league career. We'll see. Maybe eventually it's just going to click and he's going to be an absolute MVP candidate. And our MVP at Double-A, Zack Deloach this week over 6 games. And I don't have his home run to show you, unfortunately. Hit 350 with a 519 on base percentage, a 1019 OPS. Again, pretty weak Double-A week just in general. I went through everyone. I was like, this can't be it. But he had a home run. He had 7 hits in 6 games. He had 5 RBIs, 6 walks on top of that, 1 being intentional. Got beaned once. Zack Deloach, I think it's safe to say he's figured out Double-A. Over the last 2 weeks, he's been on an absolute tear. His batting average is over 270 now, OPS over 800. This is someone that myself and a lot of people I know love his offensive tool, and he had a great week. Jumping into AAA, Xavier Edwards has been different this year. He's shown a little bit of power so far at AAA, and this one from the right-handed batter's box. Xavier Edwards, you guys know I just love this player so much, and I don't even see him as a power bat, but he has started to show a little bit of pop this year. Over 6 games this week, 346 batting average with a 433 on base percentage, a 1010 OPS. He had a home run, a triple, a double, 9 hits in 6 games. He had 3 RBIs on top of that, walked 4 times. Yo, I'm telling y'all, everyone loves Wander Franco. He's dealt with some injuries this year, but this might be the guy we're talking about in Tampa Bay. Next up, Bubba Thompson, and I put him on a couple of my recaps throughout the years, but not someone I include on a daily basis. But he's batting good this year. He's hitting 300 at AAA. Over 5 games this week, 333 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1056 OPS. He had a home run, a double, 6 hits in 5 games, 3 RBIs on top of that. Walked 6 times, 1 being intentional. A lot of intentional walks this week, and he stole 2 bases. Next up, Sam Huff, and honestly, I'm just impressed with Sam Huff over and over again. How his home runs, he just kind of flicks the bat. And the power is, he has the most power in the minor leagues. He has to. It's him, Tristan Casas, 1 and 2. Like, oh my goodness. Like, how do you make it look so effortless? Like, insane. And honestly, he's been good with his opportunities at the MLB level, hitting 282 this year with the Rangers. But for whatever reason, they keep bringing him down. I'm not sure why. But over 5 games this week, 300 batting average, 364 on base percentage, 1114 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 6 hits in 5 games, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. He's going to strike out a lot. I'm just going to say it. With his swing, he's going to strike out a lot at the MLB level, but he's going to hit a lot of home runs too. Next up, Nick Pratto is starting to heat up. This was his 16th home run of the season. I think he hit 36 home runs last year. Been looking a lot better lately. Pratto over 7 games this week. Wow. 7 games in a row. Okay. 320 batting average, 452 on base percentage, 1132 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 8 hits in 7 games, walked 6 times though, which really helped out his on-base percentage numbers this week. So, Nick Pratto, I think it's just a matter of time. He's going to get the call to the Royals very soon. Former first-round pick. Expect to see him in MLB this year. And our MVP, Jett Downes, I think he hit his potential this week. What he did this week was very special. Jett Downes over 6 games this week, 556 batting average with a 636 on base percentage, 1111 slugging, 1748 OPS. He had 3 home runs, a double, 10 hits in 6 games, had 6 RBIs, walked 3 times, got beaned once, stole 5 bases. And he just got called up to the Red Sox yesterday, had the game-tying hit in extra innings, and scored the game-winning run. Just can't script it better. And it was against the Yankees. So just an absolute awesome debut for Jett Downes. He has been very inconsistent over the last 2 seasons, but this is the talent he does have. He can figure it out. He's going to be very good. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for the Week 14 minor league recap. Again, kind of a weak offensive week, except for High A. High A went crazy, and I am working on my pitching recap from June still. I promise it's coming out within the next week. It's been busy at work, so that's coming. But anyways, yeah, that's going to do it. Fun week. Even with the lower offensive production from some of these top performers, we did get some good ones still. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, as always, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If I forgot anyone, again, between June 3rd and June 9th, drop their name and stat line down below so both me and whoever's watching this video can check it out. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. See ya.